Alright, we got the M3 up. Got our new wheel over here. It's an Arc 17, 9.5 wide, so we got concave going. Got our new control arm. You can see it's the old one, not how it should look. New one here, nice and straight. Basically, in this video, I just wanted to cover how to remove this pain in the butt bolt from your control arm. This is the one that holds it in, and as you can see, it's extremely long. Let's get under here. It goes, man, I can't even find it. Where's it go? It goes right here. Focus. It goes in there. I'm going to show you how, without removing your diff, you can get it out, just barely. Okay, so we're back into the car. I forgot step number one. Step number one is always light. Light is the savior. So the problem is, this is where the control arm goes. It sits in here, comes out, but the bolt is so long that if you stick it in the hole, it just hits up against the diff, and you can't actually get it in there. So we got to move the diff somehow. Luckily, you don't have to remove, well, anything. You don't have to remove anything, just a couple bolts. So what I've done is taken this guy out of the hanger, and you see it allows for some movement now. And then you need to remove the same exact bolt on the other side. They're symmetrical. And then in the back, you need to remove the bolt that goes from the diff harness to the actual diff. And make sure while you're doing this, of course, it's supported. Now, once you've done that, you'll see that you've created some play into the actual diff. And by releasing your jack just a tad bit, see the whole thing shift down here in a second. There you go. Just let it drop just a little bit. By holding here, you can pull towards you and towards the back of the car. And this amount of movement is all you need to be able to get that bolt through here. Now, it may take some time, and it seems like you won't be able to see it's already a lot closer. But yeah, so that's all you need to do. Is just 3 bolts. This guy, same on the other side, and then this back guy, and that allows enough movement in your diff without having to disconnect anything else to get that bolt in. So I'm gonna give it a shot. I need 2 hands for this, and we'll see if I. All right, I got it in there. It there you go. Moves more or less freely. So the winning combination that I found was I was able to get a 3/8. I couldn't get, this is pushing it, this is about the max gap I could get in there, and by pulling this way towards the back of the car, I'm able to create a couple millimeters of change you won't be able to see on the video here. And when the screw or bolt, I'm not going to pull it out, I'm too scared that it'll just magically come out. It was at kind of an angle, so you take your 18er and you just start slowly screwing that in. The threads kind of catch on the outside metal plate, but it's just enough for it to catch and actually pull in. If you look at the inside, you're not really going to be able to tell. Oh, you can kind of tell. It's actually conical, so the outside is wider than the inside. So it'll actually allows you can actually screw this bolt in slightly while it's at an angle. So the actual shape of the control arm helps you. But yeah, once that's in there, leave this in there until you get this guy all bolted up. You gotta put the little weird washer thing into the back. But yeah, so that's it. And that's how you get it in. Hopefully that helps. It's an absolute royal pain, but I suppose it's better than doing your rear trailing arm bushings. Anything's better than that. So yeah, hope that helped.